All right, here we go. We're going live. We're on. It's a Friday afternoon. Hi, I'm Peter Vaughn from Cardboard Alchemy, and thanks for joining for another Cardboard Alchemy chat. We like to do these from time to time just to, well, we're going to make it a weekly series, actually. If we have lots of announcements to talk about as a board game publisher, we also have components to show you, some behind-the-scenes stuff. That is what we're about. Now, if you missed these on Friday, of course, we are posting these on YouTube and rebroadcasting them so that you can catch these whenever it's convenient for you. But we like to do this right before a weekend because it's about to be game on for everyone who's playing board games this weekend, right? In the comments, I have Rosie. Sorry, Rosie. I was reading comment there. Rosie is joining us to help with any questions you have. Because what we're going to do in these segments is we're going to have announcements for Cardboard Alchemy. We're going to show you some cool stuff behind the scenes. And then we're going to go to questions. Actually, right before questions, might ask what you're playing, because I've just played some games recently, and I have one that I want to talk about. We'll ask you what you're playing, and then we'll also take any questions. Anything you want to know about Flamecraft, Critter Kitchen, Andromeda's Edge, Mission Catastrophe, making board games, prototyping, designing, developing, producing, Kickstarter, anything you want to talk about. I love to talk about games. Now, another announcement that I want to say at the beginning, because I just see a Facebook user that says, Woot, live. Now, that could even be Rosie. I don't know, because if you don't log into StreamYard, that is the service we're currently using this week. If you follow the prompt on the post and just log into StreamYard and tell them who you are, then hopefully they don't ask for like your social security number and your first child or whatever. But if they don't, and you tell them who you are, then I know who you are when you say a comment. If you don't do that, that's fine. Just remember, I have no idea who you are, but you could say, by the way, this is George, or this is, whoever, and you could tell me that, and I will, of course, say hello personally to you. Otherwise, I'm just going to take comments when we get to that section. But let's talk about announcements, right? Because we have some. One of the things that I'd like to talk about, hey, we see, it's Mike. Thank you. See, there we go, just like that. Hi, Mike. How's it going? Happy Friday. One of the things for our announcements that I want to talk about is PotionCon. Now, PotionCon, we did talk about a little bit so far, but we're going to be talking about it more. Cardboard Alchemy is announcing our very first online convention. I mean, I don't know why we're adding that to the right before a Kickstarter, but we are doing it because it's fun, because we like to have fun. Hey, Gibbon Tessie. So we are excited by PotionCon because what it is a weekend full of playing games and seeing special streams and special guests and having game shows and getting there's prizes. I mean, I know that's why everyone's really going to come, right? You can win a potion dragon every hour. You can win new Flamecraft coins. You can win deluxe pledges to Critter Kitchen. You can win deluxe Flamecraft. We might even have an art book around somewhere. And I know these things are exciting, and we want to give them to you for coming and enjoying the show with us. And so what else we do at PotionCon is, well, we've announced some special guests. Last week, we said that Kim Joy is coming to bake cookies, which is fantastic. I can't wait for that one. And Sendara is drawing critters. Today, I want to tell you that this week, Kickstarter just announced that they're going to join us for PotionCon. So we're going to have Kickstarter themselves on a panel, and we're going to ask all sorts of questions because we are launching our next game on Kickstarter. In fact, that is my next announcement. If you don't know this, Critter Kitchen is launching on Kickstarter October 24th. That's right, October 24th. You want to join us for the next game featuring artist Sendara Tang. We got the art right up here. This is one of our locations, actually, that we've just posted in the Critter Kitchen Facebook group and asked everybody for their help naming it because it is one of the gorgeous locations that you could send your chefs all around town in Critter Kitchen. So PotionCon is happening on October 20th through 24th, right before we launch on Kickstarter. So you can try Critter Kitchen. Actually, you can play it that weekend. Mike Vanderveen in the chat is going to be one of the people helping demo it. Rosie's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Our whole team's going to be there to help you play Critter Kitchen or join us for one of these fun special streams, watching some other people try Critter Kitchen or other people bake cookies or do puzzles or whatever we're going to do. We also have for the PotionCon, we have a game show. So we're kicking it off with the game show on Friday night, and then it's a Saturday full of activities, followed by Sunday of gaming. So the other announcement that I wanted to make is it's about our promo cards. So if you're here in the Flamecraft Facebook group, you care about Flamecraft. I would assume Flamecraft it's an exciting game. We already have 34 main shops in the game. In the box, when you open it up, you have 34 places to go. But we also have a couple promos, and we're doing even more promos this year. So we've already announced. I'm going to show you a promo that we already announced. This promo is our convention promo. So if you're going to conventions and you know where to find Lucky Duck, Lucky Duck is going to be giving out this card called Lucky Lake at any convention that's going on that they're at. In fact, the next one, kind of an announcement also, is that they're going to be at Essen Spiel. Basically, that is a convention in early October, and our very own Rosie Powell will be there as well in the mornings at the Lucky Lake booth. We'll have to post the booth number in the chat. I think it's 3S124. It is in the Hall 3 area. Find Lucky Duck. You'll find Rosie. She's going to be down in Critter Kitchen in the mornings, and you can get this free promo card for Flamecraft if you're there. Now, if you're not at Essen, don't worry. This promo card will also be at all the conventions that Lucky Duck is going to. And then later, we'll have it in the Cardboard Alchemy store, because we're going to bundle these together for anyone who doesn't get a chance to go out to the conventions. But I'm also going to tell you about the next promo. This is one that we have. We've leaked it a little bit, but I want to confirm that this promo, the rare medium, this is what happens when you let a meat dragon tell the future. We see pizza in your future is what the meat dragon is telling these people. The rare medium is our content creator promo for the year. And so what we're doing with the rare medium is we're sending it to all these content creators that have requested it. We're also sending it to content creators that were voted on by our fans with our newsletter. So, for example, before Rosie worked for Cardboard Alchemy, her Discord voted for her, and she also asked for some of these cards. So Cozy Board Games will have a couple copies of the rare medium. Now, each content creator is allowed to give these out however they want. They can have a contest. They can give them out at a show. In fact, if you could find Rosie at Essen, and she's not demoing Critter Kitchen, so not while she's doing that, but if you find her at another time, you look for the hat, you can ask her if she's got a rare medium promo. But you also might find your favorite content creators are going to have different ways to win. So I can't remember all the content creators that are getting it, but I believe we're doing it to scores of content creators. There's people in all countries that are getting this promo. I actually know Nils Herman in Germany is actually also bringing it to Essen. If you can find him, he's got copies of rare medium. But then after Essen, all throughout October, from October 1st and onward, every content creator that has this promo is allowed to offer it on their stream or meet you and give it out and stuff like that. I'll bring some to Board Game Geek Con, where Cardboard Alchemy will be, if you haven't gotten one by then. But this is what we're calling our content creator promo. Now, I'm going to leak one more promo because I like to leak things on these streams. If you come to one of these, Cardboard Alchemy chats, sometimes you're going to see something that you haven't seen yet. So there's a brand new one that we're going to talk about next week because it's arriving at Board Game Geek store, and that is Cosmic Scale. Oh, I love this one. This one is such a fun promo. This promo is all about the gold coins, and kind of fitting, we just actually are releasing a new set of gold coins. I talked about that in my last stream. Those are coming to our shop in October. But this is the Cosmic Scale allows you to actually use get the goods of another shop. So you can look into the cosmos and grab something from another shop in another multiverse, it's a lot of shop. So right now, then, you have 3 different ways to get promos. You can go to a convention and get a promo. You can go to the Board Game Geek shop next week and get the Cosmic Scale, or you can tune into your favorite content creator and ask them if they have the Flamecraft promo. Good chance that they do, because we've got a lot of people getting that card. And I will tell you, there is actually one content creator already online with it, because we did allow Tantrum House to go online already with the rare medium. Now, they've bundled it in one of their promo packs, so some content creators are going to offer rare medium for free. Some of them are going to bundle it and have it. And Tantrum House has it as one of their opportunities to, if you want to support that channel, and we definitely support Tantrum House over here. If you want to give them some support, then you could back and get a couple of promos, not just Flamecraft, but you can get a Flamecraft, a bundle of promos over there. So there's one more promo, but I'm gonna save that for another week because I like to. Well, we got to keep some announcements for another time. And I'm almost at questions. I swear. I just wanted to cover those announcements. The next thing that I want to do. Oh, look at that. We're definitely going to bundle these for later to make sure everyone gets these promos. You don't have to feel FOMO over these. There's going to be an opportunity to grab them right now, but for everyone, we're going to make sure they're available. More promos right now. Yes, there's one more promo for the year. In 2023, we had the Dice Tower promos to kick off the year. Now we're having these 4 shops. We've told you about 3 of the shops. We are going to tell you soon about the final shop, and I will give you a hint. It's going to be in the Cardboard Alchemy shop, so it's a special one. All right. Oh, also, I have a really wacky way to get that one, but we'll get to that. I want to show you Toast Cam, which is this. This is our component cam. I like to do talk about components. Sometimes we're going to have prototype components on this show, just because it's cool to look at the latest things coming in. We're approving things right now on Andromeda's Edge. We're approving things right now on Critter Kitchen. But this particular one, I want to focus on the jumbo size resources that are coming. So, we talked a little bit about this on our Facebook group, but we're making Series 2 items here. And one of the things we wanted to do is figure out how to make the resources different. We couldn't change them because the cards, have those resources on it. If you look at, look at the cards here, just going to show you. You've got, these are the resources. We can't change the potion bottle. It's baked in. So we are doing larger ones because that's fun. And we're doing them in game trays, which is also something that makes it, unique and limited edition. So we've got these larger versions of the resources, and we've got them in brand new game trays, X trays colors. These have not been made before from Noah Edelman at Game Trays. He's making these brand new colors just for this set. Now, he may sell these on his own because obviously it's, he can do whatever he wants with these colors. But for right now, I believe the only way to get these particular colors is with our set. He has done, I'll show you, he's done a green before. Ours is a little bit more of a vibrant. So he's on his website. He has a green, he has a blue, he has an orange. He has white, black. But I believe purple's pretty rare. I don't believe he's done a yellow before. Now, if you're not familiar with what X trays are, this is Game Trays' answer to game night storage solutions, because some games don't come with awesome storage out of the box. So you have these. If you have an X tray, you can put whatever bits you want in it. And I'm going to show you. This is from our first Kickstarter. This is, we put out these sets. Now, what's funny is we did this red. I'm going to tell you a funny story. So we did this red from our very first Kickstarter. It was called Cardboard Alchemy Elements. And we did a set of 6 X trays. Now, when you get a set from Noah, they actually come in, some of them divide like this into 2. This one divides into 3. He's got what we call the single, which is what we're doing for Flamecraft trays. Now, when this came out, Kickstarter, this is a funny story, Kickstarter required us to make a brand new color because otherwise they said the campaign's not doing anything innovative. So we made this color red. Now, this is not the red we thought it was going to be. The factory at the time, it's very expensive for a Chinese manufacturer to give you samples of plastic before it comes out. And in the coloring process, they can't guarantee the exact color. So they can't tell you if it's going to be the red that you asked for, although they could try. So they made this red. And some backers were disappointed because it came out like a wine color. It's not the brick red that we thought. It's funny, now the Flamecraft red is a little bit more, a little bit closer to that brighter red. But Noah was very generous to let us make a brand new X-ray color, and here he's doing it again, and he's letting us partner with him on his X-trays. We love X-trays. They're useful in a lot of games. They will be, if you decide to get this set, maybe you don't own the toast already, maybe you do own the toast and you just want to get it bigger than it was before, you can grab this set. That was my main component cam thing, but I did want to show one more thing because we are this came up last week, and some people wanted to see the Potion Dragon. This is one of our 2 new plush coming out, and at PotionCon you can win one of these. Right, they're getting on a boat now. They're about to jump on a boat. So in case you wanted to see where someone says show the other one. If you come on this stream, we will show the other one. I'm having the next plush airshipped, the very first one. Also, if you want to see this Potion Dragon, I believe Rosie might have one at SM too. But yes, these are coming, and that's another component thing that we want to talk about. This one is a scarf. I will say that the reason why we have a scarf on this dragon, another fun story, is that we didn't know if we were going to make the next plush based on adventuring. Because I don't know if you've heard, but there's going to be another Flamecraft game called Flamebound, where the dragons go on an adventure. And Sindara did this picture. She did a picture early on where they were wearing like backpacks, and they had like a staff, and she had decorated the red and yellow plush as if they were going on an adventure. And we were going to continue that with the plush we made. And so the Potion Dragon was getting all warm, ready for travel outside. But then we decided to make the plush based on the original Flamecraft, and I don't know if the rest of them are going to have props. I think the next dragon might have a similar something like a prop, but well, anyway, it's a challenging thing as we're not plush manufacturers. We are board game manufacturers. So when we get into plush, it's a back and forth. Does the scarf look good? Does it not look good? Are we going to make it? Are we the next particular dragon had a lot of challenges. The Potion Dragon had challenges just getting his hand to be a different color. Whole bunch of stuff in plush design. It's complicated, but we are committed to making the 6 artisan dragons at the very least at some point, all of them. Anyway, I wanted to show that. Was there something else we want to talk about with the Potion Dragon plush? I don't know. I think we'll just go to questions because we've got some people in the chat. And that's all I'm doing with these streams is we're just having a fun time, and we want to talk to you. Oh, are these resources and minis going to be just limited edition? Let me talk to that point. So we're partnering with Lucky Duck to get new dragons, new coins, and new toast, all the resources out in the world. The intention is not to make those limited anymore because it's been very hard to get them, and we want to make sure everyone who buys a standard edition of the game can, in fact, upgrade the parts of the game they want to upgrade, the coins, the dragons, or the resources. However, the jumbo versions are a one-time thing that we're doing with game trays. I say one-time. It's possible we could do it again, but at this juncture, we believe that we're only going to do the jumbo version just as a limited thing because it's just for fun. Wanted to partner with game trays again. Wanted to give jumbo resources. They don't fit in the box right now. They are like you have to keep them separate. They fit in the standard box. They don't fit in the deluxe box. I should be really clear about that. Like I said, they're mostly for fun, right? So if there's demand for them to come back, if jumbo becomes a thing, if we do a future Kickstarter and we do maybe a bigger box or we get them in there, maybe there's going to be a plot point or a mechanism for the bigger toast or something. And so I can't say never, but I will say that our intention is that we go back to OG toast and OG resources for the rest of the time, and this is just a fun, limited thing. These elements will be available worldwide. Yes, Cardboard Alchemy has 2 shops, one in the US, one in the UK that handles the rest of the world. We cannot guarantee the greatest shipping to the rest of the world from the UK, but we try because we do know we have fans everywhere, and eventually maybe we'll get some more shops open, but we have those 2 shops. And Lucky Duck Games, who's also offering these things, they have a shop in Poland, shop in France, shop in the US, and a shop in Italy. So they are also getting these to their shops. So as worldwide as we can make it. Ooh, how do we come up with Critter Kitchen? That's a good one. Critter Kitchen, which we talked about at the beginning, it's the next game coming. Critter Kitchen is not my design because I'm not the designer. I have designed games. We can talk about that some other stream. But I am a developer, and I like to say that I know a good game when I see one. And I saw Critter Kitchen on the table. I played it. and it was cute. It's absolutely cute, and I thought this just fits. The other thing that I think happens is I see a game from the point of, we're a crowdfunding company. That's all we do. We bring things to life via crowdfunding because we love the community, we love the process, we love the exploration of bringing a game together as a team. I once described it as Jamie Stegmaier did in his blog of baking cookies, and we bake the batter together with you. So we could, it's a little bit slower to make the cookies that way because everyone's commenting, no, I think you should put extra chocolate chips or put some butterscotch in there. But we bake the games with you. So as being a crowdfunding, I also look at games are they good for crowdfunding? Do they have a lot of opportunities to name the characters or deluxify the pieces? And Critter Kitchen, the first time I saw it, the designer, one of the co-designers, is Peter C. Hayward, and he is in my local Los Angeles playtesting group. And Peter sought me out because he said, I think you should see this game. And he designed it with Alex Cutler, who I've worked with before on a game called Expansity. I love Alex. We had a great time on that game. And I enjoy Peter as well. They're a good team of designers. And so when you talk about how Critter Kitchen came together, those two iterate all the time. And this idea wasn't even, I think we're going to have to get them on at PotionCon to explain how they came up with Critter Kitchen, because I believe one of them had one idea and another one had another idea. It was like chocolate and peanut butter, and they mashed them together and came up with this idea of being a chef and running around as a different animal. So different animals would have different speeds and powers. And that was sort of the first idea. And then the other half of it, I think, was serving a critic that had different requirements. So every time you play, you get a different critic. So one time you're playing the mouse, and the mouse has certain rules. The next time you're playing the kangaroo, and the kangaroo has different rules. So they had that idea, and when they showed it to me, it was simple, and it is simple, and that's what I love about it. The core is very simple, but there was no powers on the characters, and that's one of my favorite things, to add variable player power. So what if my kitchen could do something different? And also, what if the locations had powers? And I saw Peter was like, whoa, hold on a second. It's not going to have powers on the locations. I said, but why not? So we talked, and then we brainstormed, and we signed it, and then we've been working with them, and they're actually, they went overboard. They gave us so many different power ideas and so many different. So just as an example, on the Kickstarter, you're going to see that it comes with the expansion already included when we launch, and the expansion's got some of these extra modes in it, and they're a lot of fun. And we've been designing and developing every day these different modes back and forth with the designer, and it's a whole process. Do we have a tentative launch date? We do. It's actually in 38 days, 38 days. It's October 24th. So you got to come check it out. October 24th. We're going to have a preview earlier than that. You can check it out at PotionCon, see what it's like. You can check out the Kickstarter page, because we'll probably have a preview version of that page at PotionCon. I'm still on the fence about upgrading to deluxe on Andromeda's Edge. Is there any pros and cons for that and the regular to help you make the decision? I can help you with that. So let's talk about the game Andromeda's Edge. Now, one of the things we like to do at Cardboard Alchemy is like to deluxify the heck out of things. Why? Because I mean, Brad and I both like deluxe versions of games, but I feel like it's just like, I mean, I'm going to show you here. This is one of the components for Andromeda's Edge. This is one of the minis. We're going to post this in an update really soon. It's just this giant thing. Do you need this giant thing? No, you don't. Okay? You don't need the giant thing. If you want a Luke Laurie game, it's Luke and Maximus. His son jumped in on the design. They made an amazing game. And one of the things we like to do is, we know that the deluxe is expensive, so we like to make a standard edition that's the game, all the game. You get everything about Andromeda's Edge. You get all of the exciting modular engine building, the factions. You get all of that in sort of the game and the expansion and base mode. Why you'd want to go to the deluxe is if this is your type of game, if you like engine building and worker placement, and you just want to celebrate that game and make it its big box edition, we of course would love that part. For example, I showed this on the last one, but if you play the game and you build an observatory in the standard, it's a piece of cardboard, and it's great. It's actually functional. You see it on the hex. It's great. But if you build it in deluxe, you get to have this observatory, and when you insert the leader piece, you actually complete the observatory, and you build the piece on the table. Now, is that needed? No. But is it awesome? Absolutely. So raiders, buildings, and deluxe pieces like the ice and the titanium and all that stuff, that's all upgraded. The other reason why you might want a deluxe is because what it's going to do is, in terms of, I don't know if you've seen Dwellings of Eldervale, but one of the things that we do in deluxe versions is we include game trays. Now, in Andromeda's Edge, there are no game trays if you back standard, but there are tons of game trays if you back deluxe. And what do the game trays do? Well, they make it so that you just bring your faction out. It's like all the pieces for green are ready to go. They're in their own tray. And then additionally, in Andromeda's Edge, the lid of the game trays holds your resources. So during the game, it's functional. As soon as you're done playing, you can take the resources off the lid, put the lid back on, and then the green pieces are back in the box ready to go. It's like easy to take in and out. Another thing we're doing in the Andromeda's Edge trays is we're putting all these buildings in their own command carrier. And that means that you just lift the command carrier out, stick it on the table, and your buildings are set up for play. Now, it's not a deal breaker if you want to get the game for cheaper. And I totally think that for some people, games in this hobby can be very expensive. And I don't want to say, oh, you should buy the big deluxe version, because I totally understand. I have not always gone for the deluxe version. And you get the entire gameplay in the standard. They're missing nothing in the action. You get to have awesome combos. But if you want the game to come out all blinged out for your friends, or you want it to be just easier to get on and off the table and have this component system in it, it's great. I hope that helps. Someone's mentioning that the Dwellings of Eldervale is like 10-minute setup versus 30-minute setup. That's one of the reason why we do these deluxe versions like this, is because I was playing, and no offense to Gloomhaven, but I was playing Gloomhaven at the time when I made Dwellings, and I was taking all this stuff out of the box, and then I was putting it all back. Now, I could have left it on the table, I suppose. But just that, it's just so much sometimes. And then I was looking at Dwellings for a way to make it faster, to make it like, just want to go. I just want to just start playing. Once you get used to that kind of a system, it's hard to ever go back. And so that's why we work with game trays on every single one of our campaigns. And we're going to do it again on Critter Kitchen, because we want those kitchens and your pantry to be organized. So there'll be an opportunity to get the deluxe, and there'll be the opportunity to get the streamlined, just give you the gameplay version. All right. Never too many chefs. We're talking about the Critter Kitchen fan group here. That is where we usually leak all the behind the scenes. We do it in our Facebook groups, just like this one. We are talking about the behind the scenes. In fact, there are two really exciting things happening in the Critter Kitchen group right now, which is that we just did a pre-launch puzzle. And though someone points those out, the puzzles are a way to learn the game, to figure out what Critter Kitchen is, and also to win stuff. We have things on the campaign that are going to be add-ons, and one of them is cookie cutters. And you can win those cookie cutters just by doing a puzzle. You do a puzzle and you back the game, you're going to get these cookie cutters. And in addition to that, if you do all the puzzles, you have a chance to win an all-in deluxe every add-on possible. Remember, I was just talking about how awesome the add-ons are and how none of us wants to spend that money sometimes. So you can win it if you do these puzzles. And they're made by Rich Molina. He is diabolical. He's a lot of fun. He's also joining us for PotionCon, by the way. But the other thing in Critter Kitchen, we're doing another behind the scenes with Sandara next week, where she's just going to doodle critters for anyone who suggests a mashup. If you want a turtle and a fennec fox, or if you want a rhino and a butterfly, she will attempt live to mash up as many of these combos as she can. Because in Critter Kitchen, what we've got are these lots of different animal types, but they're not just like the standard animal. They've got a little bit of this and that and the other. It's a fun blend in our cooking game. Let's see. I think that could be it. We might answer one or two more questions here if anyone's got anything else. But I'd love to come on Friday. We didn't get to talk about what games you're playing, but if you have any more questions for me for another one of these streams, or you want to tell me about a game that you're playing, I'd love to hear it. I'm about to play this weekend. I want to play Point City. I can't wait to check that one out. Let's see. Oh, it's funny. Someone says Rich takes about 2 to 3 days to resolve his own puzzles. That's how hard the puzzles are. Actually, they're not that hard. The latest one is a logic puzzle, if you're familiar with that. Rich usually does some hard, some easy, some they tickle one part of the brain, the other one tickle another part of the brain. If its puzzle is not for you, you can always ask our community for help, or you could check out a different one because some of them are easier than others. You know, I can't solve them all, but I will have fun trying most of them. I think that's about it. I think if there's any, Rosie will have the link. We can put the link to the Critter Kitchen page in the comments, or to our Critter Kitchen group. I mean, if you have any questions, ask them. Rosie and I and our whole team are in our Facebook groups, ready to answer you. We also have our Discord, our YouTube. We're out there making games, having fun. Hope you are having fun with your games as well. I think that's about it. I think I'm going to wrap it up, but that was fun. And now we'll just say bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Game on for your Friday, and have a good weekend.